Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to Tranquil Waters by Stevie. We are in September. The goal of this episode is to get wrapped up with September, one way or the other. Tuesday, tomorrow, we are moving on to October. But we're going to get as much done as we can here on live. I was going to say on air, but that doesn't even make much sense. As you can see, I am in the process of filling up our fertilizer spreader, and the reason why is because I had absolutely zero success with spreading compost. You know, I'm thinking, and I could be wrong, would not be the first time, but I'm thinking that compost is not precision farming friendly. I think that's the issue. I'm gonna test it. I think I can test it pretty easily, but yeah, I tested compost spreading on our new grass field. I tested it on our alfalfa field. I hope there's no traffic. Thank you very much. I tested it on our alfalfa field, and I tested it on this cotton field, which, by the way, does need some fertilizer. That's why we are heading over this way. But with zero success, and I did a little Google foo. I reached out to the farming simulator geniuses on the forum, and there are no answers for unloading a fertilizer spreader or a manure spreader, which is kind of surprising. I thought maybe that would be something you can do, but evidently not. So we are just going to end up emptying that spreader. And I don't know if we're going to sell it or if we're going to just wait and use it for manure. I really don't know yet. But for the time being, compost is going to be a cash crop and continue to be a cash crop for us. We can do 3 headlands. That's okay. I don't mind 3 headlands. Let's see what it comes up with here after it generates here. Happy Monday. If Mondays can be happy, I hope yours is one. Time change. The fallback. That kind of caught me off guard a little bit. I'm not gonna lie to you. It was one of those things where I woke up. Let me see if we've got. I think I turned off buying. I think I turned it off. Yeah, it's off. First waypoint, Brad. There you go, buddy. You can do it. Yeah, this will help our yield, I think, a little bit on the cotton. We're probably just going to turn straight around and sell it. I don't know. Maybe we'll store it for a little bit if the price is really bad on cotton. Otherwise, we're just going to harvest this field and get it turned around as quickly as possible. I think we can harvest cotton next month, can't we? Yes. So we're going to harvest soybeans, cotton, and our corn is going to be due, which will be really nice. That's going to open up 3 fields for us. And as far as planting goes, that gives us winter wheat and barley, rye, spelt, triticale, hops. I'd kind of like to. I might leave one of these fields open. I really want to get into potatoes and sugar beets. We need to get into potatoes and sugar beets. We also kind of need to get into carrots as well. Where are carrots? Carrots can be planted in the spring. So yeah, we kind of want to get into carrots as well. Reason why we want to get into that is because of our pig feed. Our pig feed, we've really not produced any pig feed, I don't think, yet. But mostly because we really need potatoes, sugar beets, or carrots, along with some other things. But the other things I think we can manage pretty easily are already in the works. So yeah, let's just see how that goes. Let's get over here and let's get our alfalfa. Yeah. No, what is this? Rolling. Ah, yeah, we're going to be rolling. This is our grass field. We want to roll our grass field. Let's see how the AI manages this bit of loveliness. I think it needs rolling. Doesn't it need rolling, our grass field? Where are we at? Down here? Let's see here. Ready to harvest. Needs rolling. Yes. Oh, got my little testy spot right there, it looks like, or something. But yeah, we're going to be rolling that, and we need to mulch. We need to mulch our alfalfa in order to get the growing started on our alfalfa field. I don't know if we can trust the AI on this, but we're gonna try. We'll see if we can get the AI to be good. I need something to do though. I'm not sure what I need to do. That should, if I remember correctly, that should kick off growing. Yep, it does. Good. Okay, so that'll kick off the growth cycle on our alfalfa field. Our grass is being rolled. We need to get fertilizing done on our cotton. Soybeans do not need it, but it looks like both of our alfalfa and our grass fields are going to need fertilizing. What's up here? What is this? What's that little guy right there? Ah, the cozy coop. Of course it is. Uh-oh. Oh, I see why you're mad. No, if you're going to keep going, I'd be impressed if you're going to do it for me. You are? Thank you. Alright, I'm going to remember you, dude. He kind of looks like... Does he look like, kind of Conan O'Brien-ish? I'm not sure if that's Conan. Oh, dear Lord. So yeah, Monday, or over the weekend, I had a challenging weekend. Yes, you can feel sorry for me once again. Very unsuccessful in my football watching. I just need to pick new teams. That's all there is to it. I have nobody to blame but myself for the teams that I have chosen to follow. Ay. I hope you all had a better weekend than I did. That's for sure. This fallback, I love fallback, though. I like the clock falling back. It kind of stinks because the days are going to really start getting short pretty quick. But I just feel, and I don't know if this is completely psychological, but I feel more rested. And then when the clock springs ahead, I know you lose an hour of sleep, but I feel like I never get that hour back. And then finally, fallback comes, and I just feel more rested. I like fallback. Fallback's good. Fallback's a good thing. What have I done since I last saw you? I have filled up our composter again with the remainder amount of alfalfa that we harvested, or that we mowed and picked up with our forage wagon. I also, that was the compost. I did fill up silage, our silage producing silo, because we need to continue to create or produce silage for our TMR. The pigs are doing well. The cows are doing well, I should say. kind of thinking about other animals. I'm kind of teetering with the sheep again a little bit, because we continue, like, we always have grass or alfalfa, and I think the sheep will take either, and they would be super easy to care for. So maybe we'll get into raising some sheep eventually, maybe. I kind of didn't want to do much with animals on this map. I kind of wanted to focus on farming, animal feed. The liquor business is not going to be... It's unfortunate, but the liquor business is not going to be a big money maker for us. What's your problem? Are you empty? You're empty. Okay. I respect that. I do. I respect that. That's unfortunate, though, kinda, because once again, I didn't catch it before it emptied. So, I think we're gonna have to go throw some fertilizer in the gig here. In the giggy. I knew a long time. I don't know who this was, man. I knew this girl. I think she might have been a friend of mine's girlfriend, and she always referred to things as the giggy. And that kind of, I didn't think about that until now, but yeah, everything was in the giggy, you know. Put some more, you got to go fill the car up, put some gas in the giggy. Or put some water in my giggy. Now, granted, I think that's not always used appropriately, but at the time it was interesting, to say the least. But I don't know why I thought about that. Man, my brain goes sideways sometimes. I'll tell you what. I'm trying to think of what else. I feel like I'm forgetting something. The liquor business, yeah, going back to the liquor business. I went back and watched the replay on that. And the game, that is herbicide, I think, right there. Yeah. The game did not screw us. Of course, the game did what it was supposed to do. Unfortunately, I was mistaken. What do we need? Solid fert. Should we just fill it? That's not cheap, but I guess we'll use it. What we don't use, we'll set aside for later. So, for some reason in my brain, I was thinking that those pallets would be at least 1,000 liters each. Clearly they were not. I went back and I looked at the volume of those pallets, and wow. Yeah, some of them were like 66 liters or 110 liters. That's why my expectations of the money we were going to make was so far off. Was just so far off, which is a shame. So yeah, the Happy Days Brewery is not going to be a big money maker for us. We did much better with the old Monkey D. Luffy straw hats and accessories and crates. So that one I definitely want to keep fed and happy. We might look at some other productions as well along the ways. In fact, I'm kind of planning on doing that here this week, is maybe try and find some productions that I haven't used before, something new. Please don't let there be any traffic. Yeah, that's good. Where did we... I really need to do a better job of remembering where in the heck. Right there, it's looking pretty good. Yeah, I'm trying to find some other productions that can go over there by the Monkey D. Luffy shop. Something different. If you have any suggestions, let me know. I kind of just was thinking, you know, maybe something... Whoa. What are you... Whoa. That doesn't seem right at all. Maybe I didn't line it up too well. Well, those arrows are going the other way. So now I am really confused. Those arrows are going off to the right, but it looks like he stopped there. Interesting. Well, maybe we'll just do the rest of this. I'm open for any kind of productions as long as it's not that poop pellet one that completely... Oh, here we go. This must have been it right here. Yeah, this was it. We'll take this. Because that poop pellet breaks our straw accessories. So that's the only one I'm not too crazy about getting back into. But, so hopefully we'll get some other productions going. There's other productions on this map, too, that we can take advantage of. There's a potato washing production facility, and I think there's a couple other ones that are a little bit unique as well. So we'll have to maybe get involved in those. I don't think there's anything fun in the U shop. Even if there was, we really don't have the cash right now to take advantage of that. We're going into the winter a little lean. We're a little lean going into the winter. Mostly because I bought this, I think, what was it, this cotton field that I bought last? This one kind of drained our bank account a bit, but we should bounce back pretty quickly. Let's take a peek here at cotton and see when... Yeah, we'll be able to sell that pretty quickly. Wow, man, that's low there. Average high is 41. Yeah, I think we'll be able to sell the cotton. It's next month. We'll probably be able to sell it straight away. No idea how much cotton we're going to expect from this field. I think the yield is... Yeah, the yield is good. Yield is definitely reasonable. So, that'll be good. And did you finish... Mowed down half my grass there, but it looks like you finished pretty good, buddy. I'm surprised. I'm proud of you. Growing. Yeah, it did. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Looks like the other hired helper is doing okay, too. Let's go check. Yeah. No woods today. I wonder what the difference is. It's got to be what it's pulling. Uh-oh. Okay. I just don't trust these things. I think it's that plow. I really do. It's this plow and this tractor combo, because I think that's what sent us into the woods both times. Maybe I'm not remembering that right, but I think so. I think that plow is a base game piece of equipment, so you, my friend, might be the culprit. But I like this 4755 too much to give it the old toss, to give it the old tosser. It's been a good little tractor for us, and that horsepower comes in handy, no doubt. Let's get you put away. I think we only have the one fertilizer spreader, right? So I think we're kind of stuck with him. He'll make quick work of these other fields, though. Let's see if we can get in here. Sneak in here without hitting the shed poles there. Beauty. Chickens I'm not super interested in, but sheep maybe. We've already got the facilities, so we don't have to do any investing other than buying the animals. So that's kind of nice. We could get more cows. That actually would probably be a better way to go, is to stock up on the cows, because I think we might make some decent money on that milk. I'll be curious to see what kind of cash that milk will bring in for us, since we can homogenize it. Homogenize it. Or what do they say? Homicide. It freaks me out when people say that. I don't know why. It's like, I think just growing up and always hearing homicide, homicide. But when you think about it, people that say homicide, it's actually, I think, probably more accurate, right? Because it's HOMO. The way I'm saying it is HOMA, but, or homicide, HOMI. But it's still, it weirds me out. I don't know why. It weirds me out. Mispronunciation, or what I consider mispronunciation of words, freaks me out. I'm a bit of a snob with English, and I know I'm not perfect with the old English language. I make my fair share of mistakes, but there are some specific English, verbiage, or I don't even know what to call it, but like that I hear that it's just kind of like, why? It's almost harder to say. The came and come, like he come up over the hill. That doesn't even sound good. Like, don't say that. Don't say he come up over the hill, because he didn't come up over the hill. He came up over the hill, you know? And for the love of all mankind, people need to stop saying, I seen him. Please don't say that. Just do everybody around you a favor and don't say I seen. I seen it coming. Or I seen him walking. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's all I'm saying. Yeah. You can make other mistakes, just don't do that one. And I feel like maybe that's a Midwest thing. I don't know. It was weird. And I think it's gotten worse. Like, I don't think I remember hearing that so much as I have in the last few years. And so maybe it's just that, or I thought it was kind of a Midwest thing, maybe, because I hear it a lot when people are telling their hunting stories. I love hunting stories. They're just absolutely, and I love when people tell hunting stories and they actually act out, they act out the actual physical motions of raising the gun or the bow. The bow is my favorite, when they raise the bow, the fake bow, the air bow, I guess you could call it, right? And they do the old drawback, and they're like, they got it up to the cheek, the old one hand up to the cheek. Not that cheek, the cheek up, your face cheek. And they're like drawing it back, and they're like, yeah, he come up over the hill. I seen him about 40 yards out. She was trying to be quiet, but didn't stand a chance, and I drew back that 120-pound bow. Because I got a pool, I got a 120-pound pool, because that's what you have to have, I guess, to send an arrow literally through a brick wall. So I seen it coming, and I pulled back, and, I just love hunting stories. They're fantastic. They're always so much more dramatic than I think the reality was. What are we? So you're just driving back to the stop to get that little turd right there, I think. Yeah. Well, let's just let it finish, I guess. Let's not frustrate him. Or her. She's determined too. Look at her. She's determined. Good posture. Notice how she's still has the good posture, even though she could be leaning back in that comfortable seat and relaxing and enjoying the lumbar support. Good posturing. Good posturing for success. Our posture pals. Hey, honey, nice. Nicely done. Put a wrapper on that. So I like watching riff tracks. I don't know if any of you were ever into Mystery Science Theater or not. I was not super into that show when it was originally out. And then, is this the field we need to? Whoa, I don't know. No, the next one. I was not super into that show when it first came out, but then they released it a new version, right, out on Netflix a few years ago. Now, oh boy, it's probably been a few years ago now, right? And I decided, you know what, I'm going to watch it. And I loved it. I thought it was absolutely fantastic. Really, really loved it on Netflix. And that made me want to go back and watch. Hello? It made me want to go back and watch some of the old school stuff, which I did. I don't like the old school stuff as much. I'm sure for a lot of people it's the other way around, which I totally can respect. You know, I can totally respect that. Oh, Brad. You were one key away from really not being happy, my friend. And so I got into it, and then I found out that there's this Riff Tracks, which is 3 dudes, comprises of three of the old school Mystery Science Theater team, I guess you could say, are hosts. So whenever I see Riff Tracks out on YouTube, I always try and catch up to it. They have a Batman series. If you're curious at all about it, the Batman series is fantastic. It's the old 1950s black and white Batman, the original TV Batman, even before spandex Batman in the 70s. And it's just funny. It's so funny to listen to these guys. I would highly recommend checking it out. It's worth the watch for sure. No idea why I brought that up now. There's a reason I brought it up, but a good or bad reason, I am not really sure. Yeah, look at that. Get some. Should we enable Alt? Let's enable our crop sensor, shall we? Activate. Do I have to stop it? Turn on crop sensor. Alt B. I knew that, right? Crop sensor is now officially on. Crop sensor is off. On. Off. I don't think it matters. I want to pretend like it does. I want to pretend like spending... I think these Iseria things are like 15 grand or something, aren't they? To add to your vehicle? They're not cheap. At all. So I don't know. I want to at least feel like they're doing some good. And I want to think, because once in a while you'll see the mod updates that come out, and the modder will say added Iseria crop sensors. And I want to be like, yeah, awesome. I'm glad you did that, because we really need those Iseria crop sensors. Maybe I'm just not doing it right, man. I don't know. I should just take the time to look and see. Maybe there's some YouTube dude that's tested it or has better knowledge on the crop sensors. And I think we all can agree that the RTK or the RIP OFF stations are useless. I think we all can agree on that. At this point, I don't know that there's any argument about the those stations that cost 15 or 30 grand or whatever they are. Yeah. Oh well. If they do any good, we've got one. That baby's split right down the center. I don't know why that caught me there. But yeah, I don't think they do. I was thinking about other things that I would really like to see with Farming Simulator, the next version. And there's a few things. There's actually quite a few things that I would really like. But I would like to see things just make more of a difference. And I think we've talked about this before, where I understand if Giants doesn't want certain seeders to do better than other seeders and stuff, because you've got brands there that don't want to be represented poorly. But I would love to, and I don't know if it goes down to tires, but I really genuinely would like to see tires make some difference in this game other than crop destruction. And I know that there are a few people out there, a smattering of people out there that will argue and say, but they do make a difference. No, they don't. They really, really don't. And other than crop destruction and looks, but I would like to see, I mean, wouldn't it be cool to actually have tire selection make some difference? I think that'd be kind of slick. And I don't know what kind of differences you could make. Maybe in grip, maybe it would get too complicated, but I feel like it would be better to have certain tires for plowing, you know, versus seeding. Like, you know, sometimes the game will say you need a front weight, you know, or I don't know if actually, does the game even say that anymore? If you need a front weight? I don't even know if it does. I guess if the front end of your tractor lifts off the ground, you probably need a front weight. But that being said, I think it would be kind of cool to have like the game be like, hey, you're plowing. You need actually, you know what we could probably do? I don't know why I was kind of working hard on this. We could make this easier on ourselves. But I think it would be cool if the game even said, or even if the game didn't say anything, but just did like a you pulled the plow slower with, if you had skinnies on, maybe, you know, and if you put the fatties on, or put duals or triples on, or whatever is supposed to be used for plowing, you know, have it affect the working speed at the very least. I think that could be done. I think ground compaction has never been in the game. It has not, but I think it's a big thing missing from the game, because I gotta tell you, that's like every time I watch a farmer on YouTube, well, not every time, but depending on what they're doing, but they talk about ground compaction a lot, and that has zero influence in the game right now. And I think that's something else that would make sense to implement based on tire selection or even vehicle weight. I mean, what's the point of having all these weights in the game? We see all these weights in the game, like this thing weighs 2.4 tons or 8. Now I understand for front weights, but for everything else, so, you know, maybe it makes a little bit of difference with your horsepower selection to some degree, but not that much. But it'd be kind of cool to see that be involved. It seems like Giants has a lot of these details in the game. We're just waiting to see them get used. Like, there's air in the game, so you all may know this already, but it's already in the game. The ability to flatten and fill tires with air. Not all machinery has it, but that is an availability. When are we going to see that enter the game? I think that'd be pretty cool. And maybe that would be something that you would use for grip, or for, I mean, isn't that generally just a grip thing if you deflate or inflate your tires? I think that's generally what the primary purpose of that would be for. I don't know that impacts ground compaction or not, but I do know for traction it is a big deal. I know because I used to go out to the dunes. Get out of there, you silly. I used to go out to the dunes, the sand dunes, the bear, what was it, whatever they're called here in Michigan, with my Jeep. Do we need to, we did this field, we did that field. We did 3. right? Yeah. I think we're good. Holy cow. I think we might be done. And every time before you get into the sand, I deflated my tires, you know, get them nice and low, get a lot better flotation out of them and whatnot. And then they had the air pumps on your way out. You could fill up your tires again for your way home if you were, unless you were, I guess, putting it on a trailer. Oh, that was so much fun. I miss those days. That was a great deal of fun, though. Well, let's take one quick last peek, I guess, at let's take one quick peek at our, that's next month, the old corn. It's looking really good, actually. Giants does a nice job with this. I really like the way the corn looks in this game. Do a nice job with those graphics. Yeah, we're looking good. Green, green. What did we put over here? We've got barley. Barley's looking really good. Let me, I don't know if you can hear the sirens. Somebody's in trouble. We'll do a little faster jogging here. Here's our soybeans. They're all ready to go. Next month, we'll be harvesting this big soybean field. We'll be hitting the cotton field. What do we have here? We've got rye. Rye looks good. That dirt looks good. Poppies. We got more poppies. You know what? When are poppies? Did I set up... let me verify if I set up... Now I can't remember. There we go. I don't know if I set up a sale price for poppies, because we do have poppies we can sell. I feel like I definitely passed them up. Poppies. Where's Pape? Pape! Pape, Pape, Pape. Yeah, I did set up a sale price for poppies. Did I make it ridiculous? Not too bad. Just set it to the highest. Okay, so we got a sale price for poppy alert. That's good. Grass is rolled, ready to go. Corn is looking good. I think we're in good shape. I think that's it for September. I think we've got our fields are in good shape. I should probably grab this honey. Oh, it's not gonna let me run. You're gonna let me run with it? Oh, man. Woo! Yeah, get some. We'll take our honey over here. Probably make more money selling the honey outright. I'm honestly kind of questioning the value of this based on our last sales. Because if you figure all of these products we're putting in here, strawberries, rye, hops, barley, we paid for grapes outright. We didn't even make our money back, I don't think, on the cost of sugar and grapes. Honey makes a relatively decent profit straight ahead. So I'm kind of questioning this. I feel like we're kind of getting ganked on this a little bit, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. The people demand it. The people are demanding our Tranquil Waters alcoholic adult beverages, so we will give it to them. And that's about it. Thanks everyone for joining me again on Tranquil Waters. I think tomorrow we'll have some harvesting to do. We'll probably end up getting this milk brought over to our homogenizer. I don't think the homogenizer, I think you have to manually bring it over there. In fact, I'm pretty confident you do. Again, I have no idea what kind of money we're going to get off homogenized milk, but it's got to be better than regular. Selling it outright, I hope. Let's verify we're getting some manure. Oh, yeah. The pile is happening. You all take care of yourselves. I hope you have a great Monday. And, of course, we'll be back here in Tranquil Waters tomorrow. Moving on to October. Thanks, everyone. Leave a like if you enjoyed it. I'd appreciate that. If Feel free to subscribe as always, become a member, do what you like. Most importantly, though, take care of yourselves and take care of each other. And I'll see you back here real soon. Bye for now.